Welcome to the Great Wisconsin Cheese Giveaway, a celebration of 180 years of Wisconsin cheese. You're about to witness the most epic cheese giveaway featuring the nation's most award-winning cheeses and cheese makers. Get ready for your chance to win one of 180 prizes, special celebrity guests, and much, much more. Here's your host, Boaz Frankel.
Hey, hey! Hello, cheese lovers of the world, and welcome to the Great Wisconsin Cheese Giveaway. This event has been 180 years in the making, and that's because 180 years ago, Ann Pickett started Wisconsin's very first cheese factory. And since then, Wisconsin cheesemakers have continued to craft incredible cheese, and really, that's because you've continued to enjoy and eat delicious Wisconsin cheese. So really, it's all thanks to you, which is why we're giving away 180 cheesy prizes to 180 people in honor of the 180 years of Wisconsin cheesemaking. In addition to that, we've also got some bonus surprise prizes. We've got some conversations about cheese. We've got some celebrity cameos. We even have a musical tribute to the history and legacy of Wisconsin cheese. So I know that thousands of you have actually already entered the sweepstakes. And if you haven't, it is too late for that, but it is not too late to win some cheese. And in fact, do you want to win some cheese right now? Are people interested? I can't hear you. I guess that's because it's a virtual event. But how about we give away some cheese right now? Let's have our very first surprise prize of the night. That's right, this is how it works. So you're on Facebook, you're watching on Facebook, get in the comments and comment on this video and tell us where you're watching from. Are you in Toledo? Are you in Phoenix? Are you in Portland, Oregon? We want to know. Let us know, and we're going to choose 5 folks and send them a selection of cheeses from Wisconsin. So get in the comments right now, let us know. I can type in right now, I'm watching/hosting this in Madison, Wisconsin right now. And also, when you signed up for this event, a lot of you donated to the Great American Milk Drive, which is a really cool project where they make sure that food banks across America are stocked with milk. And I know that thanks to your generosity, I'm excited to say that we raised enough funds to provide 10,000 servings of milk to people in need. And if you missed out and you still want to donate, you can head to milklife.com/give. So thanks again for that. And I think it's time to give some serious cheese away. If you're ready, I want to tell you about the first big prize of the night.
Grand Cru Surchoix is one of the best cheeses in the world. And I'm not saying that hyperbolically. Out of thousands of entries, Grand Cru Surchoix was named 2016 World Champion at the World Championship Cheese Contest. Here's the team at Roth showing off their big award. This wheel is going to be the star of your cheese board with its delightfully complex flavors of caramel, fruit, and mushroom. Grand Cru Surchoix takes at least 9 months to age. But to the winners of this prize, we wish you luck, making it last even 1 hour at your cheese party.
And we're giving away 5 wheels. A wheel of cheese, folks. That is a large quantity of cheese. 5 wheels of Grand Cru Surchoix from Roth. And are you ready? Should we announce the first winners? Drum roll, please. Let's reveal the winners. This is the time when you can start excitedly scanning the screen and see if your name is up there. Congrats to Lacey and Kelly and Deborah and Nikki and Vicky. We're sending cheese across America from California to New Jersey. And that's just the beginning, because we're also giving away a selection of spicy cheeses to 20 folks. We have got this care package of spicy cheeses going out to all these folks, including this incredible ghost pepper jack cheese from Nasonville Dairy. That's twice as spicy as habanero. Also, if you want something a little more mild, we've got the hatch pepper cheddar from Hennings. That one's a little more sweet and mild. And if you want something pretty exciting, the rattlesnake. I love that one from Deer Creek. It's infused with tequila and habanero. It's sort of tropical, it's hot, and all these folks are going to be winning those cheeses along with a few others. And who likes blue cheese? Let's give away some blue cheese. Let's reveal those winners. You may think you know blue cheese, but you ain't tasted nothing yet. These folks are winning a selection of Wisconsin blue cheeses, including one of my favorites, the Blue Jay from Deer Creek. It has these strong buttery notes, and it's infused with juniper berries. gives it a nice little tasty zing. Congratulations to all these winners, the first chunk of winners. And don't worry, there are like 100 more folks winning cheese tonight, even more. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And before we get to more prizes, though, I want to get serious for, in fact, wait a second. I know we got some results from our first surprise prize. So I want to tell Julia in Tahoe, and Chris in Portis, and Gina in Warwick, and Ashley in Madison, and Michael in Oklahoma City, you're our first surprise prize winners. We're going to send you a selection of Wisconsin cheese. So keep your ears peeled for another surprise prize announcement because we've got a lot more cheese to give away. But first, let me get serious for a moment. Now, I just love Wisconsin cheese so much, and I don't want to tell you about it. I want to sing you about it. Well, I did, and then I remembered I'm not a great singer. In fact, I'm sort of a bad singer. So we figured, hey, why don't we have a Broadway star sing to you about the breadth of cheeses made here in Wisconsin. So I'm thrilled to introduce this performer. She's been on Broadway in Showboat, in Groundhog Day, in Anything Goes. And here's the amazing thing. She's from Madison, Wisconsin. She got her first professional gig at Fort Atkinson at the Fireside Theater over there. So here she is, Terry Kelly, performing a song we call You Should Try This Cheese.
I was perusing the Gouda at the local cheese store when the monger waved me over. I didn't know what for. If you want to taste some awesome cheese, you're in the right place. Then they pulled out a board from the refrigerated case. It was piled high with enough Wisconsin cheese to make you swoon. They told me to taste everything and sang this little tune. You should taste this cheese, folks. You should taste this cheese, folks. Sample brie and blue, folks. Taste this Ruts Grand Cru, folks. Dip it in fondue, folks. You should taste this cheese. We got young cheddar, H cheddar, sharp cheddar, mozzarella, fresh feta, ricotta, burrata, gorgonzola, sargento, Asiago, Bellavitano, provolone, Meister, Munster, Limburger, mascarpone, crave feathers, Carvelli, Colby, Emmental, blue cheese, brick cheese, bread cheese. I love them all. You should taste this cheese, folks. You should taste this cheese, folks. Sample brie and blue, folks. Belljoy, oh so too, folks. Dip it in fondue, folks. You should taste this cheese. We got pecorino rum on a Parmesan, Alpine, cheddar curds, mustard curds, spicy curds, no rind, Cotija, pork, queso fresco, Montague, Cedar Grove, Cedar Valley, Valley View, cheddar blue, H Swiss, baby Swiss, smoked Swiss, English cheese, cream cheese, cottage cheese, Gouda cheese. More, please. You should taste this cheese, folks. You should taste this cheese, folks. Try it on Barton Blue, folks. Taste this Ruts Grand Cru, folks. Dip it in fondue, folks. You should taste this cheese. It's all made in Wisconsin, folks.
Encore, encore. And you can catch Terry. She's going to be performing in July in Chicago this summer with the symphony, I think, over there, performing as Velma Kelly in Chicago in concert. That's confusing. She's performing in Chicago in concert in Chicago. You get it. Anyways, that song really brought back a lot of cheese-related memories. Well, which reminds me, I think it's time for another surprise prize. You know how this works now. Get in the Facebook comments, and here's what we want to know. We want to know a favorite, a beloved cheese-related memory that you've got. Share it in the comments. We want to hear all about it. We're going to pick 5 folks and send them a care package of cheese from Wisconsin. Gosh, favorite memory of cheese. Let me think what I got here. I guess, you know, you never forget the first time you go to a fondue restaurant. It was a Tuesday night. I was with my friend Peter, and I was just amazed that there was like a little stovetop in the middle of the table, and they're bringing out this array of things you can dip in the fondue. They've got meats, they've got breads, they've got fruit. It's magical, and I'll never forget that feeling. So I would love to hear about your magical cheese-related memories. Make sure to share them in the comments. And I think it's obvious by now that I love Wisconsin cheese, and seeing some of these comments that you're sharing, it's obvious that you love Wisconsin cheese. And we have a couple famous friends who want to share their love of Wisconsin cheese with us tonight as well. Take a
Hi there, it's me, Fran Drescher, and I just wanted to say that one of the things I enjoy so much is cheese.
I grew up next to you in Chicago. I would spend all of my summers in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, if you can believe it, at summer camp, and I have incredible memories. I've been eating cheese my entire life. Keep crushing it. God bless you guys. Keep up the good work.
I love cheese so much. I love a cheddar. I love a triple cream. I mean, who just cares? It doesn't even matter. I just love cheese from Wisconsin. All of it. All of it.
Aaron, thank you very much. I couldn't agree with you more. I love all the cheese from Wisconsin as well. And I think that's a great segue because now it's time to talk about our next big prize of cheese from Wisconsin. Let's check it out.
These are cheese curds from Decatur Dairy, and they are very, very special. You see, there aren't many master cheesemakers in the world, and there's only one master cheesemaker in the world who's a certified master in cheese curds. That Wisconsin master cheesemaker is Steve Stetler. He doesn't always wear a hairnet, but it looks pretty good on him. Look, here he is with all the master cheesemaker medals he's earned. And while Steve is the only one to hold master cheesemaker certification in curds, he doesn't let it go to his head. Steve makes an impressive range of cheese curds at Decatur Dairy. You can get cheddar or Munster curds. You can also get them flavored with French onion, barbecue mesquite, or horseradish bacon. Yum! The lucky winner of this prize will get a quarterly shipment of cheese curds for a year, starting with masterfully made Decatur Dairy curds. All curds? No way!
I love cheese curds. These things are amazing. And I'm excited to reveal a couple folks who are going to win this quarterly shipment of cheese curds from Wisconsin for a year. Let's get a drum roll for some cheese curds, folks. Let's reveal those winners. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this cheese curd here. Congratulations to all these folks. Excuse my mouthful of cheese curds, but they're just so dang tasty. These folks are going to be enjoying cheese curds from Wisconsin for an entire year. Congratulations to all of you. Gosh, that one had a really nice finish, that cheese curd. So tasty. And there's more to win, of course. We're also giving away a 5-pound block of the Big Cheese Aged Cheddar. 5 folks are winning that. Congrats, Kathleen, Amy, Christy, Susan, and Ann. This is a 13-year-old extra sharp aged cheddar. This is quality stuff. But that's not all. We're also giving away a selection of Wisconsin-made global cheese varieties. These 20 folks are winning a care package because there is a world of cheese in just one state. And spoiler alert, that state is Wisconsin. Inside this pack, we're going to have a selection of cheeses, including Chihuahua cheese from V&V Supremo. That's a rich and buttery, authentic Mexican-style cheese. We'll have a little taste of the Mediterranean with some feta cheese from Odyssey, and a couple others too. Those ones are going to be surprises. I don't want to spoil everything tonight. Congratulations to all those winners. Now, since we're marking this historic event tonight, we thought it would be appropriate to visit the National Historic Cheesemaking Center. It's this awesome museum in Monroe, Wisconsin, and we've got Deb and Fritz calling in tonight, and we're going to play a little game with them. So here's how it's going to work. Their museum is full of all this information about those early days of cheesemaking, and they've also got this amazing collection of all these old artifacts and objects related to those cheesemakers, 100 years ago. So we're going to play a game in which Deb and Fritz show us an item from their collection. They're not going to tell us anything about it, and we're going to ask you to guess what that item is in the comments on Facebook. And you know what? Let's make this another surprise prize. When you hear that regal fanfare, you know you might win something. All right, well, let's bring Deb and Fritz on, and let's see if they can stump us with some early cheesemaking objects. Deb and Fritz, how's it going?
Hello.
Hi, boys. Good to see you this evening.
Good to see you.
Hello to all our cheese lovers out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So many cheese lovers watching tonight. Well, so Deb, you're the assistant director over there, and Fritz, you're a volunteer and retired cheesemaker. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
How long have you been volunteering?
Well, about 10 years. After I made cheese for 40 years.
Wow, 40 years of cheese making. Gosh, so you know all these objects very well. Well, let's start with mystery object number 1. Show us what you got. Okay, well, this is your time to get on those comments and write your guesses in. You see this sort of cylindrical item with a little black handle at the end. Honestly, it sort of looks like a bottle opener. Maybe you could open a bottle of Chardonnay with that. I'll give you a couple more seconds to put your guesses in the comments. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. We're just going to be choosing 5 folks who answer these, and we're going to send you a special care package of cheese from Wisconsin. So it's always worth a guess. All right, well, I think I'm ready to learn about what this is. Can you tell us, Devin Fritz? What is it?
This is a cheese trier. It can be used on any kind of cheese. It's when it's being graded or when it's being in competition. The cheese grater or the judge will put it into a block of cheese or a wheel of cheese, give it a turn, and it'll pull out a plug of cheese. They can smell it, they can taste it, they can see if it's Swiss, they can see where how the eyes are spaced, if they're consistent, and then they mark down their judging and they put it back, they will put the plug back in the cheese.
Whoa, how often do they have to check it? Just once or a few times?
Probably once or twice during the curing process.
Oh, wow. So cool. All right, well, I wonder if any of you got that right. I'm curious to see what your guesses were. Let's see mystery object number 2. Okay, this one looks a little bigger. How tall is this one, would you say?
It's almost 3 feet tall.
3 feet tall. Okay, this is a good time to put those guesses in the comments. It looks to me like it's probably a very early pogo stick or exercise device.
Exercise, yes, okay.
I'll describe it for you.
Okay,
Yes,
am I warm? I'm not really close, am I?
No, you're not. That is what's called a T-bar embedded in a large piece of concrete which weighed about 100 pounds. And when the cheesemaker making Swiss cheese was leaning over the kettle to capture the curd in a flexible rod and a cheesecloth, he would place his legs on the bar, which acted as a counterweight to prevent the cheesemaker from falling into the.
Hey, Fritz, could you lean a little bit towards Deb? I think we'll hear you a little better that way, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's a counterweight. So basically, I think I understood. I'll try to demonstrate, and you tell me if I'm doing it right. So pretend this is a giant vat, and I'm preparing some cheese in here, and I have to lean over to pull the cheesecloth out. Is that right? And then I would sort of rest my legs on this bar to make sure I don't fall in. Is that how it works?
Under the bar.
Under the bar.
Oh, I hook them under the bar.
Yes.
I'll tell you, I never would have guessed that one. That one's tricky. Okay, well, let's see mystery object number 3. Let's see if we can guess that one. Come on, now you're just playing with us. You're showing us a photo of a spoon.
It used to be a spoon. It started out its life as a serving spoon.
Okay. Well, there's a hint from Deb. It started out life as a spoon. Go ahead and put your guesses in the Facebook comments. Let us know what you think this is. We're going to be sending a few of you guessers some cheese in the mail. Okay, well, I give up. What is this thing that formerly used to be a spoon?
When the cheesemaker, when they put the Swiss cheese on a press table, it has cheesecloth like this on it. And when sometimes surface of the cheese will adhere to the cheesecloth, they use the spoon to gently drag it over the cheesecloth in order to release the cheesecloth from the surface of the cheese so it didn't damage the surface of the cheese. And over the years, it lost its point.
Wow, just from all that, scraping over the cheesecloth. That's wild.
Yes.
Well, Devin Fritz, thank you so much. Where can people visit you? How can they find out more about those early days of cheese making?
We are a museum in Monroe, Wisconsin. We preserve the history of cheese making in the area of an era that will never be again.
Wow, well, so cool. Thanks so much for joining us, and I hope to visit you in Monroe sometime soon.
Wonderful. Love to have you.
Thanks so much. And it looks like we have a couple winners already. I wish I knew what your guesses were, but I know that Kim N, Jacinda D, Jenny O, Charlie A, and Richard B are these surprise prize winners. Thanks for putting in your guesses for these historic artifacts, and I hope you all guessed right, or at least really creatively. That was so fun. So now we sort of visited the cheesy past, and now we're going to visit the cheesy present and future. I guess this is sort of like a Christmas carol or something, the cheeses of past, present, and future. And so for that, we're going to head to this incredible, amazing cheese shop right in Madison, Wisconsin, that's located right next to the Capitol. In fact, I was hanging out there earlier today, and we're going to chat with Ken Monteleone. He's the owner of Fromagination. Ken, are you there?
Good evening. I just was having problems unmuting. What a fun event.
Oh, no.
And
No worries.
Wisconsin, and congratulations to all of our cheese lovers out there.
Yes, well, congratulations to you, too. I feel like you should be celebrating as well. You've got a shop full of at least 180 varieties of cheese.
Well, it's all due to the amazing cheesemakers. You know, they make our job easy. All we do is taste cheese and tell the stories. And customers love Wisconsin cheese, so we continue to sell more Wisconsin cheese.
Well, I love that. Well, I want you to tell me a bit of the story, too, because here's what I'm wondering. We're talking about these 180 years of Wisconsin cheese making, and I'm just curious, like, why here? Why Wisconsin? Why did all this happen here? And I wonder if it has something to do with, I hear people talk about terroir, which is sort of about where a food or a wine is produced, and so maybe it has something to do with the lakes, with the wind, with the climate, etc. So how did this become this mecca of cheese?
You know, that's a great question. It all goes back to the people that settled in Wisconsin 185 years ago or 180 years ago were very smart. They knew when they were leaving Europe that the land and the terroir in Wisconsin was ideal for grazing. The cows love our pastures here in Wisconsin. They're lush, they're rich. And if you go to the driftless region, that is the perfect area for cows to graze on the pastures. And we have a lot of cheesemakers that do rotational grazing. And what that means is the soil, the air, the water, the science and the art all come together to produce this amazing Wisconsin cheese that you're not going to get anywhere else in the world. This is land that's been beautified for over 180 years.
Wow. And you've had the shop for over a decade now, right?
Yeah, we'll be celebrating our 14th year in September. Time has flown by.
Wow. I would say 14 years is impressive, but since we're at 180th anniversary, you know, you've got a little ways to go. But I'm curious, in that decade, have you seen like the tastes of shoppers change? Are they looking for other things? And maybe also, like, are cheesemakers sending you different things? Like, have you seen that changing or developing?
You know, we're very spoiled here in Wisconsin because, you know, what wine is to Napa Valley, cheese is to Wisconsin. And outside our doorstep, we're located on the Capitol Square. 45 minutes outside of Madison are these amazing farms and cheesemakers. And what has changed is innovation continues here in Wisconsin. And we have the best of both worlds going on right now. We have the tradition that's been with us for 180 years. And we also have fourth generation cheesemakers and first generation cheesemakers that are partnering together to bring us this amazing cheese. And every year that I've had the shop, it boggles my mind on the creation, the innovation. There's so many American originals. In fact, on the table here, I have 3 American originals that are mind-blowing when you taste them.
Whoa, so what do you have ahead in front of you?
Well, you know, Wisconsin is leading the nation in awards. We won over 5,500 awards in these competitions, and that's due to the innovation of our cheesemakers. One cheese that I love is this Dunbarton Blue. This is made by a 4th generation cheesemaker. His name is Chris Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese. His family is Swiss, and Chris reinvented his family business and is really rocking it with both the Red Rock and the Dunbarton Blue. What he did, and the reason he calls this an American original, is this is actually a cave-aged cheddar. You know, Wisconsin's known for its amazing cheddars. In fact, we have cheddars that are aged up to 20 years. And what Chris did is he came up with an American original by adding some blue to this cheese. So this is what we call your gateway blue. If you're hesitant on blue cheese, which I happen to love blue cheese, but we get a lot of people that's like, oh, I'm kind of like scared to taste. We give them a taste of this Dunbarton Blue, and we win them over. So the creation, the innovation.
Sort of like a gateway blue cheese for people.
Exactly. And he also does another version called Red Rock that I also have on the table. So innovation continues in Wisconsin. And I don't think I'm going to be here in 180 years, but I'd love to see what is going to happen 180 years from now.
Yeah, and speaking of innovation, it's so fun just because being in your shop earlier, I mean, I enjoy Wisconsin cheese a lot and feel like I'm familiar with it, but I go in there and there's always something new to try and something exciting and, new flavor combinations, or now it's been, soaking in this or that, and it's just so exciting to hear about all those new things they're creating.
Yeah, and that's a great part. Our customers are demanding more and more of that. Spicy cheeses. We have cheese soaked in wine. We have collaborations. We have a cheese that's soaked in bourbon. It's endless, the varieties. In fact, we have over 600 varieties of cheeses in Wisconsin. So we've only scratched the surface in our shop. And our shop is all about showcasing the cheese in its beauty. When you look at what's on the table here, you want to taste, you want to discover. And we love to tell the stories behind the cheese because that makes you even want it.
Well, you clearly know cheese very well, so I was hoping we might be able to play a quick little game that I call Cheese Party. Are you game?
So,
all right, so here's how it's going to work. I'm going to name a kind of party or a gathering, and then you have to name a complimentary cheese that would perfectly complement that event. Okay, so the first one is a 50th high school reunion featuring a Beach Boys cover band.
Ooh, 50th high school reunion, the Beach Boys cover band. Well, I think I'd go right to Cheddars because I think Cheddars are crowd pleasers, and I think doing a mix of Cheddars that actually will add up to 50 years. We can do that here in Wisconsin because we have a 15-year Cheddar, we have a 10-year Cheddar, we have a 12-year Cheddar. Why not pair those with some great Wisconsin beers and have a great party? So my go-to for that would be Wisconsin Cheddars.
Oh, I love that. Okay, next up, a 7th birthday party with a Paw Patrol theme.
With a what?
Paw Patrol? It's a very popular TV show. The kids love it these days. I think it has to do with dogs who are police officers, I believe.
Interesting. Well, I would first start out with some cheese curds because every kid loves a good cheese curd. So I'd first start out with some cheese curds. I'd also have some deep fried cheese curds. Here in Wisconsin, we love cheese curds by themselves and deep fried. And then I'd start mixing it up with some spicy cheeses and some Havarti cheeses and possibly a Gouda. So, it's interesting. Kids are very adventurous today. We get a lot of kids in our shop. They demand flavored cheeses. So that would be a fun party to attend.
Well, that sounds great. And the last challenge of the night, a Vegas wedding performed by an Elvis impersonator.
Well, these are making my imagination kind of expand here. Vegas, here again, spicy cheeses. I think it's, I would do Roth Cheese has two wonderful cheeses. One is the Sriracha Gouda, which is amazing in flavor. The other one is a 3 chili pepper. And then I would combine that with another cheese from Sartori, which is soaked in Merlot wine. So I think we'd mix it up and kind of get a little crazy with that party.
Gosh, well, thanks so much for being game to play that game, Ken. I appreciate it. And I hear that you might be getting in the giveaway spirit as well, since it is, after all, the Great Wisconsin Cheese Giveaway. Is that true?
Oh, we would love to participate because our goal is we don't want you to leave unless you love cheese more. And that's what this event is all about tonight, is loving cheese more. So Fromagination would love to give out 5 $50 gift cards. Come into our shop, shop online. Let us know what your favorite cheese is. So please put it in the Facebook chat, and we're going to give out 5 $50 gift cards tonight.
All right, we got another surprise prize on our hands. Just put your favorite Wisconsin cheese in the Facebook comments, and you might win a $50 gift card to Fromagination, which you can use in person or on the World Wide Web. Well, thanks so much, Ken, for chatting with us tonight. Happy 180th anniversary, and also happy almost 14th anniversary.
Thank you so much.
Hope to see you in the shop soon. And now we're going to check in with some of our celebrity friends who are going to share some of their favorite food and cheese pairings.
I need some tots. Badly. I need tots so bad, I'll eat it with anything. But my favorite thing to go with tots is cheese.
Let's go make a quesadilla, if you will, with some of that fabulous cheddar, which might be my favorite type of Wisconsin cheese, or is that too basic of me? I don't care. It's delicious.
You know that I make a mean pot of chili. It's true. But do you know what the The proverbial cherry on top of chili is cheese. Sharp cheddar. Definitely grated finely. Sharp cheddar cheese over chili really makes it. Well, as long as you don't spill it.
Well, now I'm so curious to try Brian Baumgartner's chili, aren't you? I would love to try some. I wish I could say that that's our next prize, but it's not. But here's the good news. Our next prize is pretty awesome. Check it out.
This is no ordinary Gouda. This is authentic Dutch Gouda, handcrafted in Wisconsin. And this is Marika Penterman. Marika grew up on a dairy farm in the Netherlands, and in 2003 she moved to Thorpe, Wisconsin, where she developed a passion for making authentic Dutch Gouda with high-quality Wisconsin milk. Did you know she received her green card by way of extraordinary ability in cheese making? Just 4 months after she started crafting her own Gouda, she started winning awards, some big awards, and she hasn't stopped. And here she is, lovingly stacking those beautiful golden wheels of Gouda in her aging cellar. Marika makes 23 different kinds of Gouda. A few of you are taking home a quarter wheel of this award-winning cheese. Fresh and buttery with a sweet aroma, it will transport you to the Netherlands via Wisconsin.
And we have got 20 quarter wheels of Marika Gouda to give away. Drum roll, please. Let's reveal those winners. Congratulations to Sam and Susan and Kimberly, Courtney, Corey, Lori, Sherry, Cindy, Claudia, Jennifer, Sandy, Michelle, Shannon, Pam, and Kate. You're all winning a delicious quarter wheel of Marika Gouda. You can visit the Netherlands via Wisconsin. That is tasty stuff. Of course, we have a few other things to give away too. How about a 1 pound piece of Hook's 15-year cheddar? We're giving away 5 of these 1 pound pieces. Now, this is an exclusive cheese because it's only released once a year in the fall. So if you do win this, you're going to have to wait until the fall till we send it to you. And here's the crazy thing about this cheese. It's really beloved. The New York Times, in fact, when they're talking about this cheese, they commented it was alluring with a hint of crunch. Gosh, that makes me hungry for some Hook's 15-year cheddar. And how about we give away 50 more prizes right now? Let's reveal the winners to the Wisconsin Experience. These folks are all winning a selection of Wisconsin cheese swag and a gift card. What do we got? We got some cheese socks for them. I think we've got maybe a cheese knife. We're sending them also a $50 gift card to the Wisconsin Cheese Mart. Congratulations to all those winners. Here's a sneak peek. These are the socks you could be winning if your name was on that last slide. And, you know, this is a pretty special occasion, and it feels like if you are celebrating 180 years of cheese making, you've got to celebrate with a celebratory cheese board. And so we thought we ought to get a cheese board extraordinaire to join us. So we've got Marissa Mullen, who she literally wrote the book on cheese boards, honestly, and she is going to teach us a few tips and tricks to make an awesome cheese board. And you know what? I've got a cheese board right here. I might try to follow along and see how I do. Take it away, Marissa.
Hi everyone, my name is Marissa Mullen and I'm the founder of That Cheese Plate, the Cheese by Numbers method, and author of the best-selling cookbook, That Cheese Plate Will Change Your Life, which actually features a bunch of amazing Wisconsin cheeses. I want to congratulate Wisconsin Cheese on 180 years of cheese making. I'm so excited today to make a beautiful cheese plate using Wisconsin cheese that I pre-cut. And we're going to go through the Cheese by Numbers method to discuss the cheeses that I'm using on this plate and how I put together a beautiful cheese board for any occasion. So let's get to it. I have this lovely wooden board that I'm using. You can really make a cheese plate on any flat surface, which I love to say. Very accessible and easy to do. The first cheese I have here is from 724, and it's their Wisconsin Select 11-year aged cheddar. 724 was inspired by founder and second-generation licensed Wisconsin cheese grater, Ken Niermeyer. Look at this beautiful orange color here. This is a robust, intense, and crumbly 11-year aged cheddar, which is the best of the best. I left a little bit of the block whole and then cut some nice rectangular slices for easy grazing. So we're just going to layer this on our cheese board, like so. The second Wisconsin cheese I have today is Roth Grand Cru Reserve. This is handcrafted in some of the finest and largest copper vats in the country. It's a cheese that's widely awarded for its robust and nutty flavor. I cut the Grand Cru into triangular wedges like so, and we are going to place this on the plate on the opposite side of our cheddar. Lastly, I have this incredible cranberry chipotle cheddar from Carr Valley, and this is crafted by Wisconsin master cheesemaker Sid Cook. It is a creamy white cheddar and studded with cranberries and chipotle peppers for a unique spicy and sweet flavor combination. It's so, so good. So I cut this into some rectangular cubes, and we're going to add this over near our other cheddar cheese, just in a nice little pile like that. So this is step one, cheese. Our Wisconsin cheese is on the plate, it's looking great. And now we are going to do step two, which is meat. So for meat, I have some spicy salami calabrese. I added this on the plate because I wanted to tie in the chipotle pepper flavors of the Carr Valley cheese here. So we want some extra kick as well. We're going to make something that I call the salami river. And this means we're going to fold our meat in half and in half again to create a nice little wave. This is going to start from one end of the plate to the other to make our river formation. And we're going to lay them on the board like so. So I'll keep folding this meat until it reaches from one end to the other. If you don't eat meat, you can always skip this step and substitute with something like a cucumber river. So now that our river is from one end to the other, I'm going to make it into a nice little S-curve just for some extra shape and dimension. All right, now on to step three, which is produce. So with produce, I like to add in little piles of produce, or something like I call the produce ponds. We have our salami river and we have our produce ponds. It is summertime, so I want to incorporate some nice fresh flavors. I have some grapefruit that I'm going to put along the edges of the cheese plate. Next, I'm going to make a little produce pond with cucumbers. So now we're painting with our produce. We're adding in some beautiful, vibrant green on this plate. I love cucumbers because they offer a really nice, refreshing crunch. This would be really good paired with our spicy cheese because it can balance out those flavors of heat from the chipotle peppers. Next, I'm going to play with the orange themes we have on the plate and add in some apricots. So we have some dried apricots here. In the summertime too, you can use fresh apricots, kind of get into that stone fruit vibe, which is so good. Next, I feel like I need some more cool tones on this plate and some sweetness. So I'm going to add in blueberries. And we're just going to be filling in these gaps with our blueberries. So you don't want to fill in all of your gaps just yet because we want to save some space for our crunchy items. So I like to use crackers, nuts, you can do bread, any type of carb works great. I have this little cracker stack that I'm going to place right on the board. And I always like to do a cracker plate on the side of my cheese plate. Next, I'm going to fill in the rest of my gaps with some mixed nuts. Nuts are a perfect pairing for cheese. Similarly to meat, they are salty and fatty, so it's a nice complement. But when we're thinking about cheese and cheese pairings, we also want to think about texture. So nuts offer a really nice crunchy texture when you're creating a bite. Okay, on to step 5 of Cheese by Numbers, which is the dips. So we're gonna fill up this lone ramekin with a dip. I have honey here because I feel like honey is a perfect pairing for cheddar. Would go great with the 11-year cheddar. Also goes great with something nutty like the Grand Cru. And last but not least, we have our garnish. So I actually picked these edible flowers from the garden. They look so beautiful. And this is really elevating our plate to the next level here. But an easier garnish to do that's a little bit more accessible is rosemary. So fresh herb. And what I'm going to do is just place this in the board so it looks like it's growing out of the cheese plate. And this really takes our plate to that next level of being just a cheese board to being the centerpiece of your tablescape at your party. Look at that stunning plate with excellent Wisconsin cheese. I hope you were able to take away some fun tips and tricks using Cheese by Numbers method, and I'm so excited to dive into this glorious Wisconsin cheese plate. Happy 180 years Wisconsin cheese. Thank you for making the best cheese around, and now it's time to enjoy.
Thanks so much, Marissa. Wow, that is a really beautiful cheese board. I did my best to try to replicate it. I think I did pretty well, right? Wouldn't you say? And I do want to call out our Fromagination gift card winners, those folks who entered in their Facebook comments. We have Elizabeth, who loves Merlot-soaked cheese. Me too, we've got that in common. Mary, who loves Rush Creek Reserve. Tanya loves all Wisconsin's cheeses. Jane loves Marika's fenugreek Gouda. Ooh, that's so good. And Shayna loves smoked string cheese and cheese curds. Yes, those are all good ones. Thanks for entering. And actually, should we just do another surprise prize right now? Let's do it. Let's get crazy. It's the Great Wisconsin Cheese Giveaway, right? It only comes along once every 180 years. Okay, so here is your next challenge. In the Facebook comments, I want you to write a toast, share a toast to Wisconsin cheese in honor of these 180 years. Go ahead, share it in the comments right now. We'll choose 5 folks and send you a selection of special cheeses from Wisconsin. So you know what? I'm going to offer a toast to Wisconsin cheese right now. You know, you may be 180 years old, but like a fine aged cheddar, you're only getting better. Happy 180th Wisconsin cheese. And I think we've got a video of some people who are even more famous than me offering their toasts as well. Let's take a look.
How's it going, Wisconsin? Lance here, and I just wanted to wish Wisconsin cheese a happy 180th anniversary. You don't look a day over 100, just saying. Happy anniversary, guys. Congratulations. Mwah!
Happy 180th anniversary. Mwah.
Thank you for 180 years of cheese making in Wisconsin. Congratulations, that's a long time and you've been doing it successfully all those years.
Here's to cheese of Wisconsin. Oh, it's perfection in every way.
Happy 180 years of cheese making, Wisconsin.
Hi, it's Lisa Loeb here, and I'm so happy to be here with Wisconsin Cheese. I wanted to sing a song for you because I know it's been a rough year, but I know you're also celebrating 180 years of cheese making, which is very exciting. So I wanted to sing this new song called Shine, because I know that y'all are just having a great celebration of yourself, which you should, and all the wonderful things and accomplishments for 180 years. All the small things that happen today could be the big things that get in your way. But don't lose the spark in your eyes. Keep your heart open wide. Go be a star. Love who you are. Once you know you have everything, then you'll have everything that you need inside to shine, shine, shine. To shine, shine, shine. You shine, Wisconsin cheese. Happy 180th anniversary.
Bravo! Thanks so much, Lisa. And thanks to you for all your wonderful cheese memories and toasts. I just wanted to share a couple of them here. Let's see. Dave was reminiscing about how his grandma would make an open-faced grilled cheese sandwich in an old-fashioned toaster. Oh, I love that. Peg reminisced about cheese fondue at her parents' house growing up. Yes, love that cheese fondue. Chelsea wanted to share about eating cheese curds at the county fair with my sister. Oh my goodness, that sounds magical. I'd like to do that this summer. We got Yvonne talking about grating up some Colby cheese on spaghetti at her grandparents' house. It'd always be the first dinner when she visited them on summer break. That's so sweet. And Rebecca hosted a Wisconsin cheese party with her friends thanks to Cheeselandia back in February 2019. And all those folks, we're going to send you a box of some of our favorite Wisconsin cheeses. So watch your DMs because we're going to be getting in touch with you. Ooh, it looks like we got some other surprise prize winners to announce too. Our toast winners, thanks for toasting Wisconsin Cheese's big anniversary. Ariel L, Larry C, Jessica S, Samantha P, Lisa Renee G. You are all Facebook comment winners. Thanks so much. Watch your DMs. Wisconsin Cheese is going to be getting in touch. And now, take a breath, everybody. It is time for the grand prize. I don't know if this is going to blow your mind, but here's the crazy thing. You've been looking at the grand prize the entire time. It's me. No, I'm just kidding. It's this incredible cheesecake right behind us. Look at this thing. Can I get, is it okay if I get a little, okay, I'm getting a little closer. Let's go look at this thing. This is a beauty. This is a grand, towering anniversary cake of Wisconsin cheese. Take a look at this. It's this incredible thing of beauty. There are 7 wheels of cheese on this thing. 7 wheels of cheese. I've heard it's almost 2 feet tall. It weighs over 50 pounds. And in this cheesecake, it has, I guess at the bottom, we've got a Sartori, Merlot Bellavitano. We've got a Deer Creek Colby. Moving up, we've got this Raleigh King's Ransom. That's a new cheese. I just tasted this today. So fantastic. Moving up, we've got the Roth Canella. We've got some Brie. We've got some Hordes Dairyman Camembert-style cheese to top it off. This is incredible. But here's the crazy thing. If you win this grand prize, you get to choose what wheels of cheese are in your cake. So if you like Brie, you get Brie. If you like Gouda, you get Gouda. You like Baby Swiss, that's what you're getting. You want Alpine cheese, you got it. The winner of this gets to customize their own giant, towering cake of cheese. I think we need the drum roll of drum rolls right now. There we go. The winner is in this envelope. Yeah, we got to extend that drum roll, extra long drum roll here. And the winner of the Great Wisconsin Cheese Giveaway grand prize is Samantha G. from Frontenac, Minnesota. Congratulations, Samantha. Congratulations. Wow, congratulations to Samantha. Congratulations to all our 180 winners, to all our surprise winners. And now, let's close out the night with a big musical finish. Thanks so much. Follow me. Come on, let's go.